Welcome to Minds on Fire. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. The best victory is when the opponent surrenders of its own accord before there are any actual hostilities. The general who wins the battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. All warfare is based on deception. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. The art of war teaches us to rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our readiness to receive him. Know yourself, and you will win all battles. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. To win 100 victories in 100 battles is not the acme of skill. To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the nose before defeat. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil when full. Starve them when settled, make them move. If your enemy is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. The wise warrior avoids the battle. A leader leads by example, not by force. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. In war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. The clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals. To see victory only when it is within. The ken of the common herd is not the acme of excellence. The opportunity to secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. He will win who prepared himself. waits to take the enemy unprepared. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Know the enemy and know yourself in 100 battles. You will never be in peril. Ponder and deliberate before you make a move. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. To fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. There are not more than 5 musical notes, yet the combinations of these 5 give rise to more melodies than can ever be heard. The good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. The clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy, and does not require too much from individuals. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. A wise ruler does not reward his soldiers for bravery, but rather encourages them to fight by enabling them to enjoy the spoils of war. When strong, avoid them; if of high morale, depress them. Seem humble to fill them with conceit. Keep your friends close, and your enemies closer. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. He who knows when he can fight, and when he cannot will be victorious. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. Be subtle, and use your spies for every kind of warfare. It is more important to outthink your enemy than to outfight him.